You don't know why he or she doesn't seem to want to be with you anymore and things are not going well. You might be saying all of the right things, but there's something that is bothering them deep down. So sit back, relax, and watch this video so that next time people ask, "Why does he keep breaking up with me?" you can answer, "He secretly hates me." Hello guys! Welcome! This side infinite relationship, and today we're going to talk about some of the most common signs your partner secretly hates you, like one or two would never expect. But before we start, do not forget to like the video and subscribe our channel for regular information on relationship facts. So without losing time, let's discuss about Number 1. They don't communicate openly. It's important to understand that your partner isn't responsible for keeping you happy, even if you want them to be. A successful relationship relies on communication and understanding between both partners. If your significant other doesn't communicate with you about feelings or issues, it could signal a big problem down the road. Communication is one of many keys to a happy marriage and should never be ignored. And number 2. You never have time together. The most common sign of a partner who hates you are their lack of activities together. When you make time to be with your significant other, it's often indicative that you're not just dating, but building a relationship. Isolation is a major sign that your partner doesn't like being around you and wants to do something else more than spend time with you. If they never call, hardly ever show up, or cancel at the last minute, their actions say what they can't come out and say. They don't like spending time with you and prefer other things. Number 3. Badmouthing you behind your back. Are you in a happy relationship? Are your partner's friends always complimenting them on what a great catch they have? Do their coworkers often voice their envy at how awesome your significant other is? If so, they should be telling you these things, not their friends. If you feel like he or she talks more about others than they do about you, or has a habit of sharing stories only to follow up with, you know he or she is screwed up. Their true feelings are probably not all that positive. When someone loves someone else, they want everyone to know how great they are and why they love them so much. Number 4. They appear disinterested when talking about the future. Marriage takes work, no doubt about it. As such, when you're in one, you need to be on board. If your partner seems disinterested in talking about what could lie ahead for your relationship, or even worse, says he or she doesn't want kids, that should raise some red flags. A healthy marriage includes hard conversations about the future together and an equal partnership with both parties involved. If that isn't happening for you and your partner, there may be more to worry about than just resentment toward one another. It might mean that your marriage is lacking real love and commitment altogether. Number 5. They avoid being alone with you. An unhappy partner avoids spending time alone with you to avoid conflict. They may spend more time with friends and family or take more time out for themselves. Over time, they'll retreat from conversations about your relationship, lack a strong presence at family gatherings, and may even avoid having sex with you regularly. If your partner's activities change dramatically, it could be a sign that something is wrong in your relationship. Number 6. Their family members hate being around you too. One of your partner's family members may also dislike you. Do they avoid talking to you whenever they see you? Do they make a beeline for someplace else as soon as they catch sight of you? Does your partner hang up on them or abruptly cut off communication with them when you answer their phone calls or messages? This might seem like paranoia, but in a lot of cases, it isn't. If your partner starts hanging out with their family less because they can't stand being around you, there's probably something going on that everyone is aware of except for one person, you. Number 7. They make excuses to be away from home as much as possible. When someone actively encourages their friends to date you, that's a pretty good sign that they want you out of their life. They don't want to tell you directly, so they tell your friends instead. Avoid anyone who badmouths their partners or doesn't seem excited about being with them. If they're pushing their friends toward another relationship, then why would they be pushing you away? It could be a way for them to test out being single without actually having to leave a relationship. It could also be a sign that they've gotten so distant from you that it doesn't matter if your relationship survives or not. And if it's over for them, it's over for them. Number 8. They fake a smile around you. When we spend time with people we're not a fan of, it's normal to fake a smile. Maybe you don't want to be rude, Maybe you just can't think of anything else to do. But most often we tell ourselves that it's because we should. But perhaps one of your partner's favorite pastimes is spending time with someone they secretly dislike. If that person is good at faking smiles around you, you may have trouble finding out and figuring out what's wrong with your relationship. So, what do you think? Have you ever caught anyone else lying in your relationships, or is this one purely in my mind? Comment down below.